Hello, everyone. I am here to provide you with kind of a channeled message, and then I am going to go into some tarot. So if you are here, this message might be for you. However, if it does not fit, do not force it. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Okay, let us get into it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the energy that I feel the collective is in. I also want to say I have so many messages that I want to give to you guys, and I haven't quite had enough time. I have dream messages, I have channeled messages, I have tarot messages, I have all sorts of messages that I want to provide for you guys that I've been interpreting and channeling, but it's gonna, I don't know which to go with first, so, but they're going to come. All of the messages I have, I am going to post. It's just a matter of when. Anyways, I feel like right now that the collective, I'm tapping into a collective that has got a lot kind of going on, or has got a lot of energy. When I say a lot going on, I don't mean this negatively. Okay, we have very powerful, very powerful cards, lots of fire energy. Okay, there could be a lot of passion, or there could be a lot. Why I say a lot going on, I say it's passion, fire. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of transformation as well with that fire energy. Okay, we have Leo. We have Leo, Aries, fire, fire, fire. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer, but it's very much a fire-like energy, okay? Because it has to do with the solar plexus. It has to do with self-expression and self-empowerment. It has to do with authenticity and with drive and control and self-control and self-discipline. Okay, there's a very much these are very much fire, like, qualities. Sorry, I was playing tug with my dog. Okay, there's a lot of fire energy here, but there's a lot going on for someone. I don't know if this is just in the physical or energetically. It seems for some of you that there is movement, okay? Whether you're driving a lot or you're moving to a new place, or please stop. Hey, please stop. Not right now. There's you're moving to a new place, or you're driving a lot, whether for work or for personal things, or maybe there's a lot of, again, transformation. A lot of change is happening within the energetic field. Okay, spiritually, there's a lot of changes that are happening here. Okay, in whatever way, there is a lot of movement. Now, I'm not seeing air energy here, though the Eight of Wands can have like an air element, and so can the solar plexus type of energy. But okay, so it doesn't feel like there's a lot of thoughts. This feels like there's just a lot of movement, a lot of action, a lot of going for it, going forward. Okay, I really get a trailblazing energy from this with the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Sun card here. This is very authentic expression, very much communicating and acting in ways that are authentic to the self. Okay, and this is something that's taking a lot of courage. This is something that's taking a lot of self-discipline, okay, with the Chariot and the Strength card. These are two cards of self-discipline, of self-control, of taming the beast, of integrating the shadow, of working with the wounds through healing, okay? Again, integration of the shadow. There's a lot of that energy that's present here, okay? I feel right now that you have a lot of freedom. This is a lot of freedom. You're feeling very light, very playful, very open. Okay, not in the tarot cards here. I feel as though the collective is, again, has a lot going on, and I think that's because there's a lot of changes and a shift, a transition from the past to the present / the future. Okay, there's this energy of kind of having like one foot in each world, having one foot in, and by world, in this case, I mean the past and the present. Okay. And I'm going to be kind of grouping future and present together here. So with the past and the present / future, okay, it's like you're letting go, this collective that I'm tapping into here, you're letting go of heavy things from the past. You're letting go of perspectives, mindsets, the way that you used to think, okay, I think that's a big thing. The way that you used to think is changing, and you're in this transition period between old thoughts and new thoughts, old presentation and new presentation, old feelings and new feelings, old ideas and new ideas. There's this very much, you're trying to find a balance between the two through this integration that's happening here. There's a very powerful integration. There's a burning away of that which does not serve. There's a burning away of that which holds you back as well, or that which keeps you feeling in any sort of chaotic kind of energy, or any kind of energy that feels imbalanced or out of alignment, okay? There's like a powering through into some sort of realignment with the self. Okay, and that's what I feel is going on in this collective that I'm picking up on. You're in this in between, but in this in between, it's not like a typical in between. Usually, a transition period, it's very mellow, it's plateaued, because it allows you to like get your certain thoughts together and stuff like that. This is a different kind of transitionary period because of the fact that there's so much movement in the transition. Again, transitions are usually, they're plateaued. They're pretty, it's to allow the changes to run smoothly. But here, there's a lot of movement with the changes. It's like something is really picking up pace. And that is, I have been getting channeled messages, and also I've been pulling messages from doodles lately. I cannot wait to share this one with you. It's over a week old, but 2 weeks old, something like that. But I'm excited to share that with you. Anyways, I've been channeling a lot of like something's picking up pace. Okay, there's movement, and something's amping up is what I channeled at some point. Something is amping up. Okay, and it's moving very quickly. And so you're in this transition from maybe I don't want to say a stagnancy, but a place where it was a lot more calm and it was a lot more even, to a place where there's a lot of things happening. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of newness. Okay, there's a lot of newness coming in. Okay, so you're between this world where things were like mellow to where things are like you're taking action and things are happening. And so this transition period, there's like this it's like there's always the need to rest. Okay, there's always the need to give your body rest when it needs. But it seems like this transition isn't for a recovery. This transition is for building up the energy for the next, okay? So it's doing things that are very authentic to you. It's doing things that you feel passionate about. It's doing things that make you feel more driven towards your goals, your ambitions, okay? It feels like there's an alignment with some sort of divine, like, positivity or illumination, okay? Divine illumination. I have the Strength card here and the Hanged Man. We also have the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. There's that Two of Pentacles. Look at that. Okay. But there is this kind of surrendering. Well, I'll put that one down. There's this surrendering to whatever like divine plan there is. It's like, but you're in control of yourself. There's you're not controlling whatever kind of movement is happening necessarily, but you're controlling yourself within that movement so that you can move with the movements. I feel like I just said move a million times. But there's a lot of energy. It's like very powerful energy, and it's kind of just like going with the flow, like it is what it is, take me where you want me to go kind of thing. All right, with the King of Cups, there's a very emotionally balanced energy. This is an energy that understands how to express, when to express the emotions. This is someone there's a level of stoicism, okay? Especially with the Hanged Man here as well. There's a level of stoicism, knowing when to speak on what. When to speak about what and in what way. Okay. And this is also with the self. There's a lot of control regarding the emotions, regarding one's own passions, regarding one's own flow. Okay. And the King of Cups is someone that builds upon emotion. So you're giving to things, and you're giving yourself to things here that are that positively impact your emotions, that fulfill your cup, and those that are closely connected to you. Okay. I feel again that you have a lot of freedom. You have a lot of freedom to act. You have a lot of freedom to choose. You have a lot of freedom to do what you want to do here. And now I'm not exactly getting energy of whether you are single or not, but whether you're in a relationship or not, there's a lot of freedom to do as you please here. Okay. There's a very lighthearted energy. There's a very playful energy. There's a very much free spirited energy and experiencing energy. Moving out into the world to see what you can experience, kind of grabbing all sorts of different experiences here. Okay. And moving through these experiences with authenticity, allowing these situations to bring up, to bring up new parts of yourself or new avenues that you may be interested in. Okay, a very positive, very bright, very fortunate energy that's here. Okay, and so that's, now that we've tapped on your energy, I want to get into the energy that it feels like is around the whatever collective this is that I'm tapping into. The energy that is surrounding you. Okay, you're in a space where, again, very authentic, very taking action, lots of movement, lots of transformation, lots of authentic expression here. There's a lot of joy as well. Okay. There's this feeling of the 10 of Cups, very content, creating close connections or spending time with the connections that you feel most see you, hear you, understand you. There's right, you're figuring out what you would like to give to. We had that 2 of Pentacles energy as well, that in between, right, in between the old and the new. And you're learning what thoughts you want to give your attention to, what connections, what areas of life you want to give your attention to. And you're doing this through taking action and then figuring out after, or feeling through that action, what feels best to you, what feels most aligned, what feels most exciting, what illuminates you more deeply. Okay, whether that be to the self, to your environment, both to spirit, to reality, whatever that might be. Okay. Yeah, there's something about not fighting reality here with the Hanged Man, the King of Cups, the Strength card, the Sun card, the Chariot card. It's like not fighting whatever life is throwing at you. You're like finding ways to move with it. Again, you're like flowing and controlling yourself to this flow so that you can actually move with it. Okay, you're trying to like keep up the pace, keep up pace with whatever this movement is, because again, it's very fast. Okay, you could be having a lot of downloads or channels at this time with the Sun card and the 8 of Wands. And these could be very personal downloads and channels. Okay, or there could be something about like getting messages from the sun. Okay, sitting out, if you're in a space where it's been warmer or it's been more bright out, sitting outside in the sun, it seems like this allows you to like channel more information for yourself personally. It's like realizations kind of energy. With the Knight of Wands and the Sun card, it's like tying together lots of energies, and not tying together, it's just illuminating many energies. Okay, so there's a lot of clarity that's coming through. There's a lot of clear picture that's coming through, and how you want to move through it. It's like you're choosing to move with the flow, and that choice is, there's something very empowering about choosing. Like, you're not choosing what's happening. You're choosing to allow what's happening. You're choosing to move with what is happening. So there's a big flow here. And because you are not creating any sort of barrier to what is happening, to this flow, this is allowing you to illuminate more. This is allowing you to become more clear-headed. This is allowing you to see clearly, think clearly, hear clearly, feel clearly. Okay? Now, there's an energy outside of you, or multiple energies. This does feel like a lot of energies, okay? There's this energy of um, conflict surrounding your happiness or your contentment, your peace, there's positive news for you. I had a reading earlier where we had the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups. Okay. And along with this energy here, again, very joyful, very content. That Ten of Cups energy is feeling very fulfilled by what is in your life at this time. There's a lot of gratitude with the Sun card and the Ten of Cups. Lots of gratitude here. Okay, around you, however, in your environment, which you're going to have to be wary of this energy at this time. Okay, because I was picking up for the collective that this energy is in the field. So it is kind of penetrating some sort of shield. You're picking up on energies outside of you. So there's really a need right now to understand what is yours and what is not. That's always important, but especially at this time. Okay, because the energies that are present in the field, that there is conflict or tension or frustration surrounding your personal happiness. This is Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, Two of Cups. This is the people closest to you. Okay, this is friends. This is family. This is even partners, lovers. Or lover if you are in a relationship. The people closest to you are feeling conflicted, and there could be talk around you as well for some sort of, with the Ten of Cups, happy accomplishment or some sort of fulfillment that you have gained. There's some sort of tension and talk. There's arguments here. Now, I'm not sure if people are bringing this into your field. I'm not sure they're bringing this to you, like face-to-face kind of thing. This is something that feels like, we have that Two of Swords as well. This is something that you may not be seeing at this time, but you're feeling these energies in your field. That's why it's going to be very important, again, to know what's yours and what's not, and to cleanse your energy consistently, daily, multiple times a day if you can. Okay. Whatever you're doing, it seems like there's a focus on the authenticity. And to bring about this level of authentic expression and pure intention, it comes from a space of giving your attention, focus, your time, energy, resources to yourself. All right. There's this feeling in your surroundings, your environment, your friends, your family, your lovers, that there's this energy that they're projecting of some sort of selfishness from you focusing on what lights up your world and what makes you fulfilled, what makes you happy with that Ten of Cups. All right. So there is a need here. We had the Ten of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay. There's a need to be wary when it comes to your old ways of being, since we're in this in between the old and the new. Okay, the past and the present / future, what's being integrated here or what's being grounded into reality. Between these transitions, you're in this period where, this old stuff keeps trying to come at you. The old ways of reacting, the old ways of feeling or perceiving, okay, might keep on coming out. And there's very much a mindfulness and a determination to overcome these kinds of old patterns, all right? And whatever level or area of life that may be, there's a determination to overcome patterns of the old. The Ten of Wands is this energy of taking on the burdens or baggage of those around you, taking on, feeling obligated to that which is not yours, okay? The old way of being for you may have been very much like a people-pleasing energy. It could have been a fawning response. It could have been trying to be what other people wanted, trying to be there when other people wanted. And in that, removing your time, energy, resources, attention from yourself. You're always focused on what other people wanted, what time worked best for them. And now it seems you've moved into a space where you are focusing and giving your attention to yourself and the time that works for you, the things that work for you, okay? The mindsets, the perceptions, the habits that work for you. You are choosing to focus on yourself. And the people in the past or the people around you have been very used to this old you that was giving, very over giving of your energy, your time, your resources, your attention to others instead of yourself. Now, you have transitioned out of this. You have healed, and we're moving out of this people pleasing. You have transitioned out of this. It's just that it keeps on coming up for you to like set your ground, like stand your ground with, and assure spirit itself here. It feels like assure spirit itself that you are deciding, that you are choosing to move in this new way. Okay? And the people that are closest to you are not used to this. Okay? They're not used to you putting yourself first. They're not used to you, not being there at their beck and call, or not being there at the times that works best for them. Okay? There's like this void that is opening up for the people that are closest to you, and especially people from the past as well. We had the Five of Pentacles pop up as well. Okay, so the people closest to you and people from the past, they're feeling conflicted. They're frustrated with you. There's this argumentativeness that you could be like the people closest to you could be picking a little more, picking or trying to push, trying to almost like see the old you come to their rescue, or the old you fill that void again, that they are feeling this void. There's some people that are feeling maybe a little bit, with the Five of Pentacles, a little left out, okay? Or a little abandoned or neglected because of you. It's basically you taking your energy back. Okay, you've taken your energy back, and you've taken your power back as well from any situations that may have drained that from you. There's a lot of life force energy here, okay? Again, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of transformation. It's because you have pulled back life force energy. You have pulled back the energy that sustains you and the power that drives you. Okay? So you could, people closest to you, again, this is family, friends, and partners, or potential partners, okay, that are kind of causing a ruckus about this. And it could be face to face. You could be seeing a lot more arguments around you, or you could be feeling a lot of tension from those that you love. And with the Two of Swords, there could be a lack of understanding here as to why people are feeling this way. And it's because there's a part of your energy that they no longer have. And because it is an energetic thing, and it was a void you always felt, for most of your loved ones, those that are in your life, they're not aware. Okay, they're not conscious of the fact that they're feeling this way because of the energy you've pulled back, okay? Because this is something that you have done through a lot of healing here, but it's something that it seems like that has been very intentional, but now that you have like transitioned into this new way of moving through life, it's like it's all just coming back to you as you stand in your power and you confidently and authentically express yourself and empower yourself. It's more energy just keeps coming back now without you consciously putting your attention towards it. And the people around you are obviously not going to be understanding of why they are feeling these types of frustrated or aggressive ways towards you. Okay, it's because you filled a void that they were not filling themselves. Okay, some people feel frustrated. It's also causing some sort of triggering, right? Where they feel like they need to be making changes. We had that Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Five of Swords. That's 5, 5, 5. That is an energy, that is a big emphasis on change, of transformation, of growth and expansion through uncomfortability and through challenges, okay? Yes, the 5 energy can be very challenging at times, but it's all in the name of growth. Okay, and that's what's expanding here is your own self-growth, and other people are being unconsciously, it seems, being pushed to embrace some sort of change within themselves as well, embrace some sort of uncomfortability. So people are as you continue to stand your ground in this new way of living and moving through life, people are being challenged to see where they may be stuck or stagnant, to see where they could grow, to see where they could expand, to see where they could be making changes. And this is within the physical, This is within the, the physical, the tangible, or the energetic, or where they're focusing. This is changes in the mental, in the perspective, in the way that they, birth for confirmation, in the way that they speak, okay, in the way that they communicate. And it's influencing and making them look at their own energy and what they give energy to and how they feel about certain things and where their mind goes and, what triggers are coming up. So whatever you are doing, it seems as though you are just moving through life and more so allowing life to move you and choosing to allow life to move you, standing in your authenticity, speaking up for yourself, moving with intention and with passion. And you doing this, showing up as your true authentic self here, is very much influencing all of the people around you. The 3 of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups. So the task here is to for yourself here. Oh, and we have 555 on the timer. The task here is for you to understand this about the people around you. As arguments or frustrations or tensions or indifferences may arise, understand that it is because of the influence of your energetic shifting. Okay, there's some sort of great energetic shift here, this transition. And it's not allowing for like a grace period to just like be mellow and plateaued like it usually is in transition. There's a lot of movement. Okay, so it's like, I think what it feels like, and now what I'm seeing as well is ripples. Okay, you're sending, you having claimed your power and rose to your position, and this allowance of moving with life has sent out a ripple effect to those closest to you. Okay, the people around you are feeling this change in your energy. They're feeling maybe a disconnect. They're feeling like they're lacking something of you. They're lacking your presence, or they're lacking your presence, your energy, and they're confused. There's a lot of confusion with that 2 of Swords as well. They're confused about why they're feeling the things that they're feeling. Okay, it's because, and there could be at times a level of jealousy or envy, but that's not necessarily what it is, okay? Jealousy and envy can definitely be coming from the fact that there is changes that people are now reflecting, that they're like, where can I be changing? What am I not doing right? Okay, and those triggers is what's causing any sort of jealousy or envy, and that's not going to be for everyone, but these kinds of feelings of what am I not doing right, that comes from others, that can very much trigger some more negative energies. But this isn't something here for you to take personally. Your challenge here is to understand and not take any of this personally. Understand that this is that the people closest to you are being they're being urged to transform by spirit through your authenticity and your fulfillment. There's some sort of fulfillment that you have reached. Okay? And this is especially internally. But it's externally as well. You have to have that internal fulfillment to be able to allow yourself to be moved through life, okay, with this flow. Your challenge is to understand that others are being challenged, and it's not even if they bring it face to face, even if they're bringing conflicts, or they're poking your buttons, or they're pushing you more than they regularly would, or you feel like, you're picking up that someone is feeling weird about you or something like that, it's not personal, like it literally is personal, but not in a way of like, ooh, how do I put this together? It is literally personal in the way that you are affecting people in this way, but it's not personal in the way that it's not to throw you off path. It's not for you to get involved in. It's not for you to even be hurt by. It is for the people around you to start rising up as well. It's for the people closest to you, the people that you love and care for, to evolve. It's for them to level up. It's for them to make changes and to fill the void which they were not filling, that you and your energy once filled. Okay? So This understanding, the challenge of this understanding also comes with this challenge of not having that people-pleasing response where you fall back into giving people energy, time, resources, attention when they need it, when they want it, when it's not aligned with you. If it's aligned with both of you, perfect. It works out. Something's supposed to be learned there, or something's supposed to happen there, right? But you're moving with life, and you're choosing, what works for you, when works for you. Okay? So the challenge is to understand what is happening around you and why, and then to not fall back into that old pattern. Okay, that's where you're at. This Two of Pentacles. This Two of Pentacles here. You're being asked as well to not try to control anything. And I feel as though you're at a point where you couldn't, even if you wanted to. Whoever is resonating with this collective that I'm picking up on here, I don't think you have a choice to control. I think the only choice you have is to allow. And there's a lot of freedom with this. Like, even though you're not controlling things, it's the allowance, it's the self-control, it's the self-discipline and the self-control it takes to allow yourself to flow with the changes in that which you cannot control. That's really, really powerful here. Very, very powerful. But that, this is the new that's happening. And the old is that people-pleasing, is that Ten of Wands, taking on the baggage and the burdens of other people's feelings, making them feel comfortable, making them feel happy, making them feel fulfilled, and leaving yourself to the side. Putting yourself first here is not selfish. And that's where the old you, struggled with, was taking on everything for everyone else. Okay? And this is where we're moving out of. This is why your challenge is to not fall back into that, to be understanding of why what is happening. Because if you understand why the people around you, this reasoning as to why people around you, closest to you, the people you love, are reacting in odd ways. Where was I going with that? There was a point that I was getting with there. Oh yeah, once you understand why, then it's a lot more easy to not fall back into that pattern. Be like, this is something that they're going through for their own personal growth. Yes, you are a catalyst. You are a catalyst for these uncomfortable feelings, but I feel as though this is something that is divinely aligned with you. Okay? It's like you are meant to come in and shake things up. You are meant to come in and challenge people's unhealed wounds. You are meant to come in and influence others to question themselves, and not in a way of shame or guilt, but to question themselves in a way, whether they're conscious or unconscious of it, question themselves in the way of, am I aligned with who I truly am? Is what I'm doing, what I'm saying, how I'm presenting, is it aligned with my core? Is it aligned with my soul? You are meant to be coming into people's lives, and your energy itself, your authenticity, you standing in your truth and your power very confidently, courageously, and brightly is supposed to create catalyst for those that are not in divine alignment with who they truly are. Okay? It's like you've gone through this process of healing some sort of old self that was characterized by wounds and baggage that was not yours, and also not being in alignment because of these reasons. And now that it seems that you've done a lot of healing work here to come back to your true authentic self. Now your purpose, now that there's been a lot of work done, it feels like your work is very set out for you. And there's a lot of work that's been done here. Now that your work is done, Your purpose is now to be a catalyst in other people's lives through being your true and authentic self. Okay? And it's through you being, as well with this solar plexus energy, this Knight of Wands, it's through you creating. And this is creating from sheer willpower. This is creating from integration. This is creating from a place of unconscious or conscious desire. Okay, you're creating, it's like you're creating reality here. And authentically and intentionally, it looks like, with this Knight of Wands. And as you are creating, as you are creating, because you are creating, it is causing a shift in some sort of collective, like worldwide collective upgrade here. Change, transformation, especially with those that are closest to you. Okay? Even if it's not like a worldwide collective, this is definitely collectively to your personal life, and it's touching all areas of your life. Okay, I guess that's what we can say by worldwide. Touching all areas of your life, your world. Okay, your world is being shaped by your creation at this time, and those inside of your world are being influenced by you creating your reality here. Okay? You are trailblazing. You are blazing a new trail. Okay? And it's very quickly. And you have the freedom to do as you please here. Though life, like, you know, it's like on life's terms, but as you go with that flow, you get to, as you move along. Does that make sense? I didn't put any words there, but if you were watching, I did hand movements. I feel like I voiced that correctly. I feel like I got the message through there. Okay. Okay, so you have a lot of joy. You have a lot of contentment. For some of you with the Ten of Cups, you could be having a happy home life, okay? A happy family life. Okay, something about that here. And those that are closest to you are influenced by this, okay? Just understand that there could be talk around you. There could be gossip around you. There could be people mad at you. There could be aggression or tension. There could be you picking up people feeling weird about you. But again, your challenge is to not be swayed by this. The old you would be entangled in this. That's why it's in your external. It's in your field. It's in your field, but it's external in your field. Okay, that's why it's external of you, because it's not you, and it's not what you're involving yourself in. This lower self, these lower energies. Not that, you know, and that's not a knock at all. That's just like what's coming up through this 5 energy is lower vibrational. It's bringing up people's unhealed wounds. That's not an insult. That's not a knock to anybody or anything. Those are lower, you know, it's those lower vibrations that are raising up so that they can clear them out, so that they may be released. Okay? I just don't want it to come across like that was like insulting or something. Okay? Lower as in unhealed or unconscious. Lower as in what holds us back. Them back. You, me, we, whatever. Okay? What do we have, Spirit? Just understand that what's going on around you, though it may be literally personal, it's not personal. The catalyst is literally personal, but the situations themselves are not personal. Even if your name is involved, even if you are being brought in physically, it's still not personal. Because it is what other people are going through and what Spirit is urging other people to go through in order to change and transform. Okay, so whatever aggressions are being pointed at you, it's because there is some sort of, you're channeling some sort of divine illumination. You're channeling some sort of divine information, okay, through your mouth. You could be communicating things to people that are coming directly from source, okay? There's things that you are communicating that could be hitting people at their core, and it's because you are speaking from some sort of channel, from some sort of, whether that be angelic guide or your higher self or others' higher selves, okay? Wherever it's coming from, there's some sort of divine channeling that you're doing. The catalyst is divine. So, like, please rest in peace with that. That though the catalyst is personal, it's not personal. Okay? And it's everyone on their own journey. They're standing in such truth and authenticity here that you have to stand in this level of truth and authenticity to be able to not be influenced, to understand why other people go through what they go through and point it towards you. Like, you have to know yourself, trust yourself so much that even when things that aren't yours are directed at you, you can be like, that's not mine, and I understand, and I give love, and I send love. And know thyself, trust thyself. You got both down here. Whoever I'm picking up on, whoever this collective is that I'm picking up on, you've got both down here. You know yourself, you trust yourself, and you trust the universe. And you're allowing the universe to move you because you know yourself and you trust yourself. And you trust the universe. Wow. I have like this surge of energy that's like kind of, I'm getting like goosebumps, like this surge of energy just rippling through. It's like, 27. Oh, I think I know what card that is. Ooh. I've never got this one. Okay, we have 27. And we have 3, which this is the one that I've never got. Sorry, my eyeball poked out on the side there. I always find it so, anytime that I do watch my videos back, which I don't always, but the times that I do, and I'm like, I hold my cards and like my eyes on the side as I'm talking. It cracks me up so much. Okay. Number 3. I'm going to read number 3 first because I don't know what this card is, and that's exciting. It's new energy. Air. Okay, you know at the beginning how I said fire and a little bit of air? Here we go. We have the air energy. All right? The air, it's, so that's where that fast pace is coming from, is the air. It's the quickest element. And the fire is a transformation. It's like the fire under the ass, right? It's getting you to make this quick movement. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Thoughts, communion, necessity, willfulness, charisma, and demeanor. Let me make sure this is pretty centered. Excuse me. Air is our presence that is active at all times. It transmits to anyone we come in contact with and is all-pervasive, complete, and necessary. People are feeling your energy even when you're not around. Anyone you come into contact with, okay? Whether this is the people closest to you or this is a stranger on the sidewalk. Okay, your energy, it seems here, all-pervasive. It is mandatory for life, but absent of feeling. So air also represents our mental faculties, our thoughts and ideology. There's something about perspective and attitude. Okay? The attitude and perspective you have around that which you are perceiving and the way in which you are perceiving. Okay? When air arrives in your cards, you're being asked to break down your situation to its most basic properties. Right? Why people are reacting the way that they are reacting, and the fact that it's not personal. That is the basis, okay? You're getting down to why. This reading has been to get down to why the external is reacting to you in the way it is. Okay? That's the basic, is the why. Most of all, what do you need and why? Most of all, what message is it sending to others with whom you come in contact? Are you naturally enlisting the support or the repulsion of others? Allow yourself to become aware of your ever-flowing thoughts and recognize they're as powerful and valuable as air. Okay, so this is a call as well to be very mindful of that which you are putting out into the world through your voice. Okay, I picked up on that, right? Through your voice and through your thoughts. And now it says, what message is it sending to others with whom you come in contact? Being aware of what message it is sending, but I don't think this is to focus on it or to be your, your main goal is what others think. It's just being aware, breaking down your situation to its most basic properties. Are you naturally enlisting the support or the repulsion of others? Okay, your loved ones, those that are closest to you, I don't think there's a lack of support here. It feels as though there's a trigger. It's not like a support or a repulsion. It's a trigger. Okay, it's kind of like an in between. See, I feel as though that puts kind of a negative twinge on it, and I don't like that. It doesn't resonate. Okay, maybe there's like there's a way that you can adjust your words. Okay, with this Chariot, Knight of Wands, Sun, and Eight of Wands, maybe you're coming off very blunt. And this can be kind of rubbing people the wrong way. See, but I don't know what to say about that because this is coming from an authentic place. Maybe it's just, maybe this understanding of why people are reacting the way they are reacting is going to bring about more compassion. And hopefully through this compassion, you can communicate things in a not so blunt way, quite possibly. Okay. Number 27. Yes, heart chakra. Compassion, love, fullness, emptiness, generosity, eternity, adoration. The heart is the crossroads between our human body and the Creator. The first organ to manifest in a human embryo is the heart, from which the tongue grows. Every word we speak or kiss we give is an expression of our divine power in the physical world, and it is wise to treat it as such. Yes, okay, so Spirit is bringing through a message of being mindful how you are bringing across the messages that you are bringing. Yes, you are there's much power, much strength, much beauty here, and much fulfillment to being your authentic self and to standing in your power and your truth. Spirit wants you to be mindful of the way that authenticity is being communicated. Okay, what words you're using and the tone. That's been a highlight. I feel throughout many collectives, I've been reading for people personally as well, and it's been popping up in their readings. Okay, this is something I feel is worldwide collectively. Human collective is going through this urge from Spirit to be mindful of how we are communicating. Okay, what words and the tone. And I believe this is a message that's definitely coming through for you as well. Are the words that you're using, or the way you're communicating things, is it pushing people away from you, or is it calling people to support you? Okay, you're being called to speak with more compassion, being mindful of how truth affects others, and being able to put that in a more gentle way. With the fire, that fire energy, being mindful that it doesn't burn so much. Okay. Yes, it can be true. Absolutely. There's truth, there's authenticity, there's intention. Just be a little more intentional about how the message comes across. Okay. Expanding your view of the current experience or situation to a more heartfelt place can have a profound impact on the timing and expediency needed to transform what's inside or outside of you. Okay, there's something outside of you that's to be transformed. Crying tears of truth releases what no longer suits you, creating a space for what is now needed. You are eternally adored, every part, always. And we have the number 55 down there as well. Okay. So there's a lot of change. This is change that's happening internally and externally. On the internal, you're in a transitionary period, a different kind of transitionary period that is kind of action-packed. And the external of you is going through change as well. This is upheaval. This is pretty heavy change. This is, this is a self-reflective change, or change that's going to lead to self-reflection for the external. All right. But there's changes going all around here, and your challenge is to understand it, to make space and make space to be mindful of compassionately expressing your truth, your power, your energy. And what was the third one? Oh, yes. And to not give yourself over to shame and guilt, to fawning and people pleasing like the old you would have. Okay? Now, I hope that these messages were beneficial for you. I hope that this message found whoever it was meant for, and I hope it found you in a very open and receptive state. All right? If you are drawn to me as a reader, or to the way that I interpret my messages, I am offering personal energetic readings at this time for $35. Prices will be going up soon, but for the time being, they are $35. If you are interested, my email will be in my YouTube bio. Don't be afraid to reach out. I am open to working with anyone, okay? And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.